we're gonna get to the video in a second here, but I was just recording some background footage, like so that I had something in the background while I talk for this video. Something really fucking weird just happened that I actually have to show you guys, like, and it freaked me out. Like, I don't know if I've never seen this before. I don't know what just happened, but I actually have to show you because it just freaked me the fuck out. What the fuck? Yo, I just had to plug my mic in real quick. What is this? Why is my screen black and white? Bro, what the fuck? Hold on, let me get... No, it's still fucked up. Dude, this is weird. What the fuck? Oh, it went away after she left. She was doing that? What the fuck? Okay, anyways, yeah, I just wanted to show that because I've never had that happen on console yet before, so that was really weird. But I just want to say also, before this video starts, I'm going to be streaming again pretty soon here. I've just been having fun playing the game off stream, like talking to my friends and shit, and my friends say some pretty wild shit, like, while I'm streaming, so that's why I kind of haven't been, but I've still been playing. Obviously, we've got to this world in Imperia. Fucking gorgeous. I'm not going to play anymore. I'm gonna wait to actually stream this part of the game, so you're good. For the people who have been saying chop chop, actually it's just been one person, but for the person saying chop chop and how dare you play the game without us, please shut the fuck up. Very annoying. In fact, that makes me not want to stream even more. But that's not the point of the video. We're gonna talk about something that just recently happened with a dev called Ratbeard, kind of talking in the Wizard 101 Discord. I saw that Awesome the Sauce just made a video on this, and this is something that I've been thinking about a lot recently, actually, and this kind of happening made me want to actually make a video talking about it, because it's very weird that he's saying it like this, because I have some very strong opinions about it. So let's get right into it. So before we get into me actually talking about it, I just want to read the quote itself. That would be great, obviously, but the idea that we would ever eschew the 95% of the players and the 95% of our MMORPG dev time and resources, which is what got us to the point that is still being active after all this time, is silly. Y'all are just in love with the idea that it is a PvP that made Wiz and is not now... Sorry, this fucking text is so small, and never has been true. So that's kind of, he was responding to someone saying that esports Wizard 101 would be sick. So with that being said, he kind of went into talking about how PvE is what's keeping this game alive, though, and it's kind of a dumb idea for the dev team to devote any time right now to PvP, because PvE is what's keeping the game alive. As someone who played this game as a kid, as someone who got back into it a couple years ago, as someone who's very into it now and is making videos on it, I have to say, it was honestly a lot more fun when I was a kid. And when I say this, I honestly mean, because I'm very far into the game now. I'm level 140. Now that I'm level 140, since I've been level like 60, every single fight in PvE has been the exact same. Every single fight. Every mob fight, you blade into a Forest Lord, your 7-pip hitter. In a boss fight, you blade into your feints, into your traps and auras or whatever, into your Forest Lord, and then you finish off the boss, or maybe that just kills him. You know, it's like every single fight for like 20 worlds has been the exact same thing over and over and over again, which is fine. I'm still going to play the game no matter what. I'm still going to go through the classes, like, I'm just saying it's incredibly boring sometimes, like, just spamming the same hit over and over and over again, and that's all that PvE is. Even with, like, the only thing that I can really say that's really fun is dungeons, where everyone has their own specific role, but that own specific role is blading someone else into hitting the boss. But honestly, the thing that I get most excited for with PvE is dungeons. The actual world and the story is cool. That's great, but honestly, like, the PvE in this game it gets so repetitive, so insanely repetitive. I had someone come into my stream the other day and actually said, I like watching you, but I can't stand how like repetitive this game is. Like, do you not get bored of it? And I honestly said to him, I do get bored of it sometimes. And I actually talked about in a recent video the entire like way to fix that problem is just adding more AoE spells. It's like 7 pip AoE damage spells. Maybe just like one for each class so that I don't have to use Forest Lord every single time. I can swap out Forest Lord with a new spell and I can see that one for 100 more times. You know what I mean? Like just adding a little bit more variety to PvE would make this way more enjoyable. That's all I have to say. Um, but now let's get more into the PvP aspect of things. So I'm at level like 135 right now. I'm waiting to get to the max level to actually play PvP. But with that being said, I have been watching a lot of PvP videos this like past month and a half. And straight up what I have to say is PvP is actually very entertaining to watch, like straight up. I don't want to say like it is more entertaining than PvE, but low key it is. I haven't like got to actually play it yet. That's why I don't want to say it yet, but I have had a lot more fun watching someone else play PvP than actually questing the game in general. And it's honestly weird to me how they're like so focused on PvE to the point where they actually like do not want to expand on PvP at the moment. And then I started thinking like over the past like years there's been a lot of players complaining about things that they have changed to PvP because people will be like, I love the 4v4 aspect of it, they got rid of it. And then there's the whole spellements thing. And the spellements are honestly, in my opinion, the biggest problem that PvP has. The fact that you can't even compete in PvP without leveling up a card and spending the money to level up that card to the max tier, which is so much money, it is insane. It's like $100, like maybe, per card that you're upgrading to be able to compete in PvP. And I understand that King's Isle needs those revenue streams, and there are some people who are actually willing to pay and upgrade like every card to be able to compete in PvP, which is insane to me. But it's such an easy fix. Why don't they just have two separate game modes, one for people who do not have upgraded spell cards and for people who do? And then they just have those game modes for people to play. Like it seems like such an easy fix that it begs the question, one, are they doing it so that people spend more money? And two, are they not doing it because they don't want more people focused at PvP? Because they talked about like the main lifeblood of this game being PvE, and like obviously, man, like, but there's also ways to fix this. Like, just make it so that PvP is locked behind max level wizards or characters, like, so that they actually have to go through and play the entire PvE story and all of that before they have access to PvP. There's also several complaints from content creators and streamers, basically saying that stream sniping is a big problem, queue sniping. This is a game of like this element beats this element, this class is better than this. Like Storm is very good against Life. Like, it's like one of those kind of games. So it is kind of annoying when you're like waiting forever to get into a PvP game just to get Q sniped by someone who is like literally running the opposite class from you and is running a class that easily beats yours, because this happens over and over with, and like Awesome the Sauce talked about that. It's like one of the major reasons why he quit PvP. But the thing about that is games has had streamer modes and ways around this for the longest time now, which also begs the question, are they just not adding this feature because they do not like PvP? They don't care about it. Or is it because like they don't really know a way around it yet? I know they've like focused all of their efforts on the console recently, like just getting it onto like the platform and all that. So it's interesting, but I mean, honestly, PvP is very cool looking. I think that PvP could be great for like all the people who play this game but get bored of like the regular grind that PvE is, and they need a break from it. Like if you're gonna make PvP a thing and you're really worried that PvE is gonna get or PvE is gonna get outshadowed by PvP, then just make it so that max wizards can only fight. But I think that they can make PvP such a cool thing. I honestly am surprised that they have not just made like a huge arena, like how it used to be where players could just go and spectate PvP matches. Like imagine just like you're bored, you don't know what to do, just going over to the dueling arena and seeing two like PvP players fight it out, especially if they're max level. Like, that'd be sick to watch. But for now, they said they're just going to be focused on PvE, and it's kind of up in the air on like what they actually feel about it. So for now, we'll just be watching old PvP videos and hoping that something cool gets added soon. But besides that, well, actually, yeah, that's about it. All right, peace.